Aloha, I'm Mark.
And I'm Scott.
Welcome to another edition of Fighters Club Television.
We've got a great show lined up for you tonight. As promised, we have exciting highlights from Super Brawl 22.
And due to viewer demand, we've got a new segment called the Technique of the Week. Hosting that segment, we've got a good friend of ours, Mr. Mike Onzuka. Mike, welcome aboard.
Thanks.
What's up, Mike?
What's up, guys?
So Mike, tell us a little bit about the Technique of the Week.
Sure. What we envision the Technique of the Week to be is to have fighters and martial arts instructors show us a technique or two to introduce us to their art, but not only introduce us to the art, to showcase their ability to teach their art to various students and our viewers. Our long-term goal is to get more people involved in martial arts, both existing martial artists to improve their game, but also the guy who has never tried martial arts before to take a class or two.
That sounds great. Can't wait to see it.
But first, let's head to Kaimaki, where we'll find Hawaii Martial Arts Center, or HMC. HMC is known for training champions with great striking ability, but I also hear that they have some excellent grappling instruction too. So let's head there now and see if we can find Haru Shimanishi and the rest of his fighters. Tonight on Fighters Club TV, we have the privilege of visiting HMC Hawaii Martial Arts Center and head instructor Haru Shimanishi. Haru, thanks for having us tonight.
You're welcome.
Can you tell us a little bit about how HMC began?
I do have, it's called the AMC, American Martial Arts Center in mainland Seattle. And I just fall in love with Hawaii. And I do surf, and I love surfing, and I love people, I love food here. And I'm so stoked. Every time I come over here, I'm so happy. So someday I'm gonna move over here to open up some small school. And then finally that dream came true.
So can you tell us what you do teach at your school here?
It's mainly based on Thai boxing, kickboxing, Thai style kickboxing. And also me and Matt Human, we developed the pancreation being over 10 years. So we are also working on a pancreation. And unfortunately in Hawaii, it's not enough kickboxing bout or events. And so it's most of them are NHB style. So right now it's currently only the NHB competitors. But basically our school is learning best striking. It's probably I have the best students I never had in my life. And they are very respectable students, and they are so concentrated training. Plus, my people are incredibly polite attitude. So it's so good atmosphere to train, and without really tense. So I truly I can tell is I have the best students in my life I never had before.
What's it like training under Haru Shimanishi?
It's fun. I love it. He's real laid back. It's relaxed. He'll teach you anything you want to know, anything that, I mean, man, you ask a question, he's there for you. It's not like, talk to me after class, talk to me later, I'm busy. He'll stop class, just answer a question that you're not sure of. That's why I like it.
How is it fighting under Haru?
It's an incredible experience. He can fine-tune a lot of the fighters here in a short time. He's a very good instructor. He's just what I needed, what I was looking for.
He pushes you to the limit. He shows you things that you never thought you could learn, and he's able to push you to your potential and just show you that you have even more potential than you thought you had.
Thank you again, Haru, for having us tonight.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
I'm Mike Onzuka for Fighters Club TV Technique of the Week. Let's start off by visiting Helson Gracie at the Helson Gracie Jiu-Jitsu Academy, located on 844 Queen Street, right down the street from Blaisdell Arena. Let's see what kind of techniques Helson has to offer.
Somebody like this grab your shoulder. First thing you want to do, you don't want to get pulled for this, right? So first thing when he pull, please again, I base up myself. I want to resist the pull. What you guys can see, I'm starting to lay back a little bit. If I pull me, it's very hard because I'm compensating my weight. When I'm compensating my weight, pretty much he stretches his arm. And that's what I'm looking for. My arm come over, get under, trap his elbow inside, hold my own wrist, but I keep his elbow trapped. I step behind his leg, and then I start using my hips. The pressure is not use the arm. It's like the lock, it's everything. To me, it's my hips. It's gonna short affect the shoulder. One more time. Go. I don't wanna go, I resist. I throw my arm over, I trap his elbow. The hip pretty much, I'm ready to go.
I'd like to say thanks to Helson and Rex. If you have any fighters or instructors you'd like profiled in this segment, please contact me at mike@onzuka.com. For Fighters Club TV, that was your technique of the week.
Yo, yo, yo. Wow, it looks like that technique really does work. And now we're off to sit down with Super Brawl promoter, TJ Thompson.
I've actually been on the island for 12 years. The show started in a small bar named Gussie Lamore's out by the airport. It's kind of an infamous story. I had no knowledge of mixed martial arts at the time and just thought it was a bunch of crazy guys beating the crap out of each other. And truly back then, that's pretty much what it was. We had 8-man tournaments. The first ad I put in the paper for Fighters Wanted, we got over 100 phone calls, 60 or 70 inquiries. It was pretty wild back in the day. Future Brawl is what it was called at the time. Back in late 94, early 95, the first one won by Kavika Pa'alui, the only person in the contest with any jiu-jitsu skills. As it stands right now in Hawaii, ultimate fighting, extreme fighting, and no rules combat is illegal in Hawaii. At the time, we were promoting an event called Super Brawl Extreme Fighting Championships. We had to take that moniker off. The state was concerned that it was dangerous. They weren't educated when they came in and made that assumption. So we spent a lot of hours. I had some great attorneys behind us, spent a lot of money, and basically fought the politicians for as long as we could. A law was passed. The law was essentially a poorly written law. The intent of the law was to outlaw Super Brawl. The law that went on the books stated that ultimate fighting, no rules fighting, extreme fighting was illegal. But in the very next sentence of this law, it stated that, that the law in no way would affect boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, or a legitimate martial arts contest. Legitimate martial arts, we had been running under pancration rules from the beginning. Pancration being going back to the 33rd Olympiad in 300 BC. Clearly, that's a legitimate martial art. We went ahead, took a little time off, came back, put on the exact same event, took off the extreme fighting moniker, and at that point, they weren't able to touch us. And I think what's happened now is, after the hundreds and hundreds of matches that we've produced, people have realized that it is a safe form of sport, and it's a form of competition. There's top-level athletes competing now. Local boy Egan Inoue, a 2-time world racquetball champion, is now a Super Brawl champion. These are true Olympic caliber athletes involved in this sport at the high level. I got into it as the spectacle that the politicians saw, except I liked it and they didn't. I then was able to get educated slowly onto what the sport really was about and how the sport has evolved. I got involved in the training aspect. I now train in the sport and realize that it's true athletes and it has very little to do with violence and a lot more to do with competition and one man competing against another and competing within himself. I feel like Super Brawl or mixed martial arts in general is really the purest form of competition there is left in the world today. It's truly 2 men stepping in a squared area with limited rules, and the object is to beat your competitor. Clearly, there's full contact involved, and injuries can happen. But if we're fighting, my goal is not to injure you, but to win a competition. Right. If injuries happen along the way, it does in any full contact sport. And I would put this sport's record of injuries up against any other full contact sport, and it's going to live up very well. We have far less injuries than even high school football. I've promoted over 200 individual matches, and we've had no serious or life-threatening injuries in the ring. Time after time, on a small island, less than 800,000 people, we're drawing 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 people sometime to the Blaisdell Arena, yet we get no mainstream press. Again, we're dealing with quality, top-level, Olympic-caliber athletes, guys that are putting blood, sweat, and tears, putting their life into their training, and they can't get noticed by the main press. They can't.
Right.
The Honolulu Advertiser, for one, ignores us blatantly. The Star Bulletin ignores us blatantly. We're starting to make some leeway there. We're getting a couple little stories here and there. I'd like to thank KITV4 for covering it from the beginning. They're the only local network station that will cover the sport. And again, you're talking about a sport that's drawing 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 people 4 or 5 times a year to the Blaisdell Arena. Something's going on here, and it's a shame that the rest of the public that isn't able to get in live is not getting a chance to see it on TV.
It's probably because of misconceptions about the sport. I've heard some people call it like, you know, blood sport and whatnot.
A lot of that goes back to the early promotion. I mean, I'll sit here and I'll argue with somebody for hours on end on how safe the sport is, yet I'll create a 30-second TV commercial that looks like the end of the world is coming. So, I mean, there's
a bit of the hype and marketing.
It's the hype and the marketing that really kind of went against us early on.
Okay.
I think we've kind of gotten away from that and really try and promote it as a sport more now. And we're taking other actions. I mean, I have a show now on K5 after midnight every Friday night, a 1-hour Super Brawl program, which, if the mainstream media is going to ignore us, we're going to go ahead and buy the time, and we're going to get it in front of people's faces one way or the other.
Thanks, TJ, for sitting down and talking to us. And now it's off to highlights from Super Brawl 22.
Got no time to be thinking, just party your body healing. Everything is okay, no stopping. You better get to your skanking and feeling.
Okay, we're here with Eddie Yagin tonight. Impressive performance by him. Any comments after the fight?
I told you in the beginning it was going to be a good fight. I gave it my best, man. I surprised myself, actually, you know, because I was the underdog. I feel good, man. I still feel good right now, and shit, I'll go another fight right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Was there anything in particular that posed a problem for you?
No, well, my training, like 2 weeks ago, I felt really bad because I was overtraining and my body felt weak, so I took 2 weeks off right before this, and my body just had the extra energy this time.
Okay. What would you say was the key to this fight for you?
The key was, I kind of had a feeling he was going to stand up with me, you know, so I was ready for it. We've been training a lot of stand-up at the gym, and we've been training to really hit each other, so I've been training for that. That's basically, the fight tonight was basically what we've been training for. Exact thing what happened tonight.
So you'd say that the training had everything to do with the fight?
Oh yeah, very much so.
And where do you train again?
Grappling Unlimited.
Thank you very much, Eddie.
All right, thanks.
Good luck to you.
Thanks.
And TJ, when can we expect to see the next Super Brawl or the next couple of Super Brawls?
Well, I'll tell you what, 2002 is going to get off to a quick start. I've actually got 2 events on the mainland, but in Hawaii on March 9th, Egan Inoue is making his return into the ring. Going to be fighting an opponent to be named, possibly Dennis Hallman, an opponent he wasn't able to fight here in the Shogun show. Wesley Cabbage Carrera, quickly becoming a crowd favorite, going to also be on that card. Then coming up in April, the 25th and 26th, the culmination of the biggest Grand Prix tournament ever to hit the United States, going to end up in Hawaii, a 16-man heavyweight tournament with the winner either going to Pride or UFC, his choice. On April 25th and 26th, we'll have 16 of the best young heavyweights in the world here in Hawaii.
Now, how's that going to run? Is it going to be like a single elimination? You have brackets?
It'll be a Thursday night, Friday night show. Thursday night, the 16 fighters will pair off. They'll fight in 8 separate fights. The winners will then move on to the second day where they'll fight an 8-man tournament. So in the course of 2 days, the winner will have had to have won 4 fights.
Jeez. Okay.
Should be great. And then a big announcement that Fighters Club TV is going to be the first to get. Matter of fact, Egan doesn't even know yet. I just got a call. We are in the process of signing Saulo Ribeiro to fight Egan Inoue on June 14th. Many people know already Saulo, black belt under Helson Gracie,
yes.
Perhaps the arch nemesis of Egan Inoue. This could truly be the biggest event ever to be held in Hawaii attendance-wise. It's June 14th, Saulo Ribeiro, Egan Inoue. It's going to be big.
TJ, thanks again for coming down today and meeting with us.
I'll tell you what, I want to thank Fighters Club Television. I think this is a big step. I want to truly thank you guys for being involved in the sport, bringing it to the public, and wish you guys a whole lot of success. I'm sure you're going to have it.
We'll have the main events from Super Brawl 22.
Hawaii's bad boy, Fala Nico Vitali, Wes Cabbage Carrera, and local hero, Egan Inoue.
So until next time,
don't forget to watch Fighters Club TV,
the toughest show on television.